Grand rising to you all the lovers of freedom, all the patriots. The movement, by the grace of God, of our ancestors and also our ancestors, we finally launched yesterday by the grace of God. You know, at times you don't really know the meaning of something until you begin to meditate. So my next prayer for you today who are in this very struggle, a quest for a gene. It's not something that's very, very easy. You have to come across a lot of hurdles. Persistence is needed. So we are here to inform you again that the truth will always win. According to our slogan in the 2020 struggle, when we're trying to re-elect His Excellency Godwin Obaseki, God will always win. So that's why it is very, very mandatory and imperative that you stand in the side of the truth. As you are supporting the truth, not only supporting the truth, as you are supporting the truth, you are serving God at the same time. Today's day 30th, Sunday 30th of November 2025. My next prayer for you today that you are totally well. When I mean well, I mean all your life endeavor, you are well. The same thing God told Hezekiah in that book of Ezekiel. He added more 15 years to his age because Abu found out that Hezekiah was lied upon. And today, by the grace of God of our ancestors who have given us these very missions, that's why we will not yield, we will not conceive to any shenanigans. I'm here today to disseminate information to you on some of the three key factor that the palace have been using for more than 800 years to put the people into mental slavery. One, they use fear. Two, they use guilt. And three, they use indictment. And today, if you are unable to fight your fear, you go nowhere in life. That's why it is very, very imperative you share this very broadcast among your friends as you are about to hear from the masterpiece of the Most High God, as it was scripted that Jeremiah 3 verse 15 said, I will send you a pastor according to my heart, I will teach you with knowledge and understanding. Here where we are today. You know, I told you before now in that book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You doesn't know have knowledge about what the palace stands for. That's why most of you today you are carried away. Don't be carried away. Salvation is personal, as it was scripted in that book of Philippians chapter 2 verse part B of it. He said, work out your salvation with fear and with trembling. You have your own role to play as far as your life is concerned. We choose to stand in the path of truth. To this very means that this is the only way our life will be meaningful. It will come to a time in your life, even though your father and your mother will not be there for you again, it is now between you and your destiny. Father, Lord, I commit this very movement into the able hands of the Most High God. Ancient Father, ancient Spirit, as your Son, who you have given this, you have committed this mission into his hand. Father, Lord, I keep on appealing on his behalf, that wherever place he might have not met up to the ancestors that sent him this very mission, meeting up to their expectation, may he be forgiven. I'm talking about the governor Obaseki. I keep on putting governor there because of his special role he had to play to make sure we restore back our original core value. Father, Lord, may all his offering be accepted and let him be taken back as his son. As he chose to embark on the journey, he had finally agreed yesterday in Birmingham that he has a fight that is to fight. As he was quoted in Exodus 14:14, he said, you will fight your fight and you will hold your peace. As Obaseki have already agreed that he have a fight and he have a mission to accomplish. Give him the grace. As many, O Lord, that will be working with him. The way it was quoted in Numbers 31 verse 49, he said, we have counted the soldiers under your command and none is missing. No anyone that support Obaseki will pay with his blood. Rather than we are going to see all our enemies against our freedom perish. All the soldiers that be sent ahead for this very battle and mission ahead of humanity to liberate those states in total freedom. Give them the enthusiasm. Give them the strength. And give them the grace and enablement to do this in the name of the God of our ancestors. He said. I also commit one of the convener, Abbott and his crew, Obaza, into your able hand. All the plans of the enemy concerning his life today, I neutralize it with the power of our ancient father and ancient mother. He said. Please, you have to share this very broadcast. You know, as our father is fighting out there, a lot of you, your father does not sleep nor slumber. They are paying all necessary sacrifice to make sure you are alive. And there is a thing that is always triggering our battles most of the time. I think I finally declared the masterpiece of Emidu. I declared yesterday that Obaseki meet and greet, it is movement for our liberations. And that is. It's a movement for our liberation. You know, I told you before now that Obaseki was supposed to govern and do liberation alongside with it, but he only governed. But I pray that the God of our ancestors enable him in this very second chance they are giving to him to do the needful. Some of you does not understand how the things of the spirit functions. If you were to be there in the time of Moses, when Israel was in captivity, if you go to go and read that book of I think Genesis chapter 15, you started from verse 9. It was God who told Abraham that the land that they later went to, it was God that gave it to Abraham. Said, I'm giving land to you. And Amorite were there before. So overtaking is always allowed, particularly when you lose God. You may be shouting with other remark, I'm the son of Idulan. If you are not ready to do gree with these same people, now it's rough for you. The day is getting darker. How many score years did the humanity has? How many score years do we have? But thank God there's still time for us to re-strategize and, do the needful. Please, if you are led, make sure you share this very broadcast. Make sure you share this very broadcast. I'm going to be reading the introduction of the topic to us because there are a lot we need to get from that very place. I know I've read the chapter 1 of it. We have to also read chapter 2 so that you get it clear. Please share this very broadcast massively. You are going to be gaining a lot of things today you have not gained before in your life. And the reason why you must have to stand out, because destruction is about to happen to the enemies. You have to be on the safer side. Say the word of God to return toward. And the righteous one run into it. And they say, who are those righteous ones? The people who are ready to build a nation. Who are ready to build it. And I want to also appreciate Don Pedro Obaseki. He flew to Birmingham yesterday and today is also going to be in London. If you are not Obaseki family, you are not supporting Godwin. You are an alien. You don't. A lot of you don't really know. The reason why you are alive at this time, your father was not a traitor. They lied on him. How come you were not there, your family? I know right from the womb. All the time I talk, now number one come they talk now say because Obaseki do meet and greet. The most exclusive speech Obaseki have made in the whole meet and greet. Now Birmingham if it took place yesterday. I know I went out, but I later tuned in. That was yesterday. Obaseki signed the executive order. Yes, he had problem with these very people. You're being alive alone. You've been able to set up a better template in Edo State. They hate them. But there is a sense why we must have to see Obaseki as a jester. In that book of Judges chapter 11. Turn your Bible if you are there. Turn it. You will far better than people who went to go and share the blood of Jesus today. You know, Jephthah were driven away from his father's house. They call her Ogyomba. Because in that time, what they used to blackmail, then that you commit one sin or the other is equivalent to Ogyomba of today. They drove away Jephthah in the house of the Gilead. They say, the son of a harlot, you have no inheritance here. The same thing they did to Obaseki right now. How can a grown man, all better people in the states, they go use Ogyomba to frighten them? Or Nahian said, we will put an end to these shenanigans. And what I say, excepting God is not in our side. We are going to put an end to these very shenanigans. And if you see, it's a revolution without termination. But we have to use some certain sophisticated languages. He said, whatsoever I hear you say to my ear, such will I do. That's what was scripted in that book of the 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. He said, my children that are called by my name shall humble them. You have to for humble yourself. He said, and pray and turn away from their evil way. The only evil you are committing here, you are not a sinner because you are over keeping quiet and you are over keeping mute. For how can a throne for 800 years, no one roll tied in their name? They have no evidential value for humanity. Do you want it to remain? I saw that very old Mobog. That Joseph, he said they are going there to stone people with egg. Because when we are stone egg, I love being they cannot throw blow abi. Because only one that Joseph now only one get monopoly of violence abi. You they throw egg meet them because you have permission one. Now what bet you ever boom one? No turn you can me away boom. Use your mouth to fight the way we are fighting our own now. Open up your live video, come and do a topic. Why we must have to remain slaves. But there was a sense. Let's even assume when Ogiso, maybe during the Kyobaga Treaty, he made the mistake by allowing this alien to be a part and parcel of him. Let us say it was a mistake. At least the mixes of Abraham, or let me call it mistakes. The reason why God even told him, read that Genesis chapter 15 verse 9. Starting from there, God told him, this very land, I'm giving it to you. Now the Amorite heard it there before. He said, because the Amorite don't already commit sin. But he said, you go wait first. Make the sin of the Amorite rap. He said, but your descendants will be in a strange land for 400 years. 30 years join now. Everything's in your Bible, you can't read. How will you keep on? You want to remain. Now God will punish you. If I want to combine Anoti and Anoya together, say I want a tax treat, you go fist stand for my throne. Talk about no say you want to get throw him. You can't try it. It's just that our father did not mandate us to start doing like rigmarole like you people who know where the Maya go. Averima oboga idea. Il y a no sense. The children of Israel, they spent 400 years. We are more than 800 years. This very suffering we are supposed to end in my time. Now 4th generation is the rich. Go and read your Bible. He said God visit the iniquity of the children to the 4th generation. Each generation is 100 years. If you are still supporting this very slavery, that to say you are not normal. Now 400 years is the rich. My own don't expire. They enslave Ubogo, they enslave Udukweme, they enslave Igbinigun, they enslave Imadenu Agbo Igbinigun. Then in my time, I'm supposed to put an end to it. And the time is now. Una rugged. How many of you can see talk like this? Really? How I'm going to? Now, if you read that very Judges 11, they drove Jephthah away from the house. Just the same way they did to Obaseki now. But they never knew that there is something about Jephthah where the rest of that Gilead did not get. Jephthah suffered common just the same way Obaseki now, they UK, they West, they doing things they go. Jephthah gathered with that. They were not worshiping. If you look at Obaseki loyalists today, you are not loyal to Obaseki, you are loyal to God Almighty. That's why that 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14 make it clear. He said, my children that are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and turn away from their evil ways. Not because you are a sinner, but you are one first a killer. Turn away from this archaic idea that there is a man that you call God that cannot allow you to go to farm. Say, turn away from me. That's the lesson you are committing here. He said, I will hear them, I will read their land. The same thing happened to Jephthah. He went to the city of Tob. But when the Amorite rose up against the Gilead, they were not looking for me. Who are we not going to call now that we save us? They had an information. There was a man that we call Ogyomba because his mother is a halota. Yana mo yon we igbagwe eye jeta. Ere gile that nami ye jeta. They lied on that very woman. Then I said, okay, we have to send people to go and look for Jetta. You can't take them. Obaseki have a role to play in your liberation. That's what say man zob we can from time. Thank God you have been able to realize now. Obaseki says, if you are watching, I'm the masterpiece. I have my own role in this very activity. I'm not telling you to give me money. I'm not saying because of money, because they don't monetize everywhere. Everything I've said concerning you, all play there now. If there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. If you make yourself available, God will make you able. Consistently, I've been speaking the truth since I was born. I will keep on speaking the truth. That's why today, Amy Do and the God of our ancestors is using me mightily in this very struggle. As I don't write that very thing yesterday, where Obaseki meet and greet, Excellency Godwin Obaseki is meet and greet, I hereby declare it as a movement of liberation. Go and look at the shares. Thank God for Azuwa. I saw it immediately on app because he's also working in a higher frequency. Azuwa, you are seeing. That might not that it's not all bad you used to know those days who campaign for Shomole. This is not a political campaign. It's a movement to liberate humanity. So you have to pay 1 or 2 sacrifices you can pay. Don't stop looking at him as a bat of those days. No longer a bat of those days. That's why name we change from a bat to Azua. Or we could record kwa yakon ayagwala Azua no reto. At this small that time where I hear that name. A lot of you don't know. Now they get like that. They went looking for Jetta in the city of Toul. When they saw him, was it not you people that drove me away that called me by no manner of names? He said, all in bed and a place. Can you come and please fight for us? That's why no better thing happen to you in your comfort zone. The influence of Obaseki has today, Abad has today, not get on for Benin. Bring it on. You can't bring it on because you are a coward. You can't break it on. You thought it's an easy thing. More than 800 years, the people get perpetual. The same people that sold human being is what you are supporting. May your children and you be sold. Then Jephthah told them, if I fight for you people, I'm able to defeat the Amorite. I'm able to defeat the enemy that want to take the land that we have sown unto your father. What will you give to me? Do you know what they told Jephthah? A son of a harlot, for that matter. They told Jephthah, you will be our leader. Obaseki is a leader. No, sir, Obaseki in the Canada may not know this. They may not know this. For people like us that know right from time, we have been Obasekis. Not because we are giving money. The more discouraged person in this whole world is me. I go here and say money enter everywhere. You know, but we are not after the money. We are after the mission and the vision. Thank God today. Obaseki finally accepted the fact that there is a fight before me. Then if you not agree that you have a fight, then that is so that 14, God will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. Then he start working for you. They will have a anima viole. We go bring out a dish. So far, you share the video. Makematia bonema, you will cripple. Man, we are not like violent like a doyle. Must you force somebody to become his slaves? Jephthah said, okay, I will fight for you people. In every moment, there must be a leader. I'll be praying, God, show a leader to us. Even when Obaseki will try to shiver away that I reinstate this, I reinstate that, I have no problem. I said, Obaseki, you have a problem with these people. I agree. It does not mean that say you throw them out. I agree. And they bring the fight on, test it. I agree. He finally signed the executive order yesterday. AGRE your activism. Come and compare the reason why we must have to remain as a slave under you. But don't tell you well, we are feeling egg, we are feeling egg, we salo abagon agbaliambo. Agbaliambo. Now you want get monopoly of violence. Ogbalibena we be nowhere. Even if you only be protest. Nonsense. Even when mama die innocent people no wana sumu because yama kporo seke no waje. When wa amugbe na ari meet and greet oga na be London, wa ya mu wa mama. E agree wa fear you going to be a bomb that will land your entire family. Iwe ya kpolori. Any of you that carry that egg, wanna fear anybody who is going there today to go and discuss our liberation. The wall of Jericho fell down flat. He said, when the children of the Lord were praising the Lord and they were marching around, this let me and great love things around one woman. A freedom our papa don't do their own for us. As you guys are gathering, it's like you are falling down every word and they make campaign then. Okay, how will you be surprised? Are you not surprised that why these people hungered? Why is the people also doing the meet and greet? And those states right now say I know one we don't want to though nobody's even coming. Then why they not see comfortable with the Edo State and the palace? Why they see interested to begin to run frightened and begin to look for you where you are gathered? Because the thing they are fed them. That's why today, if you are in London, be a part and parcel of this very movement. You have a spiritual significance. As your leg touches that hall, whatever the UK government can stigma might have put in your blood, it will be neutralized. Go and take away your graphinos out away from your system as you step in that place. There's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. We have been praying, God, give us a sign that you are with us. The same thing happened in the book of Judges chapter 6. When God called Gideon, an angel of the Lord called Gideon and said, mighty man of valor. And Gideon began to search around. You are calling him. Yeah, I get when Azua we call Azua. A lot of people, who knows the meaning of that Azua Noreto, or maybe Kukoro Kwayakon, Ado Agwal Azua Noreto. I get a Batobaza will be astonished. How come you are giving me a name that a time is going to come? Amamia will make it. The same thing happened to Gideon. The same thing happened to Gideon. And Gideon told the angel, he said, show to me, is the Lord that is talking to me. If you read it down, look at here, that Judges chapter 6 to verse 16, you'll see where the Lord told Gideon. He said, you are going to fight all your enemy as you are fighting one man. That's grace. That's why if you see Abba today, name, Ireno Bazen, that update. You guys, it's not just a formality sake. You have a spiritual emblem behind it. How do you think I start supporting Abba? It's Abba to do now. Have you ever seen him supporting me? He tends to walk a bully over. If they do, he won't go. How now come that I always throw my support on him? Even when his friends neglect him or his brothers. These are areas where there is spirituality in one eboma. That's why I will not defy my spirit in this very activism. I will not, whatever it takes. Then God showed to Gideon that God had finally showed to everyone yesterday that he get hand for this very mission. Am I a conspiracy theorist now? One of the most funniest part, if you are not ready to walk in the midst of the ridiculous, there is no miracle for you. At times, the packages that will give you a better gift is not always DHL or ordinary post. A lot of you were thinking one whose madam fold your cap. Now I give you liberation. Your liberation don't register, so now your liberation you did so. That very meet and greet, so it's like when the children of Israel gathered, they were marching around the wall of Jericho and it fell down flat. We are not going to be shooting gun. Any do we them go them do women them bamo. Ya time when the buya here more than go my body of Christ. Never wa make na go wa and decide what na day. There are most of the two children today. Their father they are disappointed in them. Now so their papa you the sorrow. Them do women and them go they oh. A lot of you don't understand though. Why do you think we not they shoot gun? We not they threaten anybody? Just come on meet and greet. Or what say when you will be? All of them they are mad. Aren't you surprised? Okay, what is? I don't understand. Not be na let them want to go. Not be na hold. They know the. You see it yesterday. It was just speech, refreshment, jokes, and all of that awful. Why are they furious about it? Maybe they still do their okay. Una get bin, una get palace, una just at the be having taga and lion one nine. Now let una feel they run threats. Obaseki doesn't even have most people right now. A lot of people are afraid to come out and Yomba. The man not to get people for media like that. But people are now beginning to show sign that we are for you. Then why are they not resting? Because they don't already do conjure. This meet and greet so. Are people they gather. It be like when children of God surrounded the wall of Jerusalem, the wall of Jericho. He said it fell down flat. As Obaseki continue this meet and greet in spiritual terms, if they give the headache na K, it be like when America deployed B-52 spirits, B-52 jets. They want to go down one nuclear weapon. Now so that meet and greet be for a doing today. That's why when Obaseki have not really accepted the fact that yes, these people they are fighting me, they have declared war. Let's fight the war together. Osaye Kaviye. Now they do shenanigan. You see, now they are running their mouth in all media. Upon the money where they use, they go pay this one go abandon them. Obaseki's support is all organic. I have not spoken to Obaseki once in my life. Nobody will come in this very struggle say anything. You have to support what Abat is doing. We have been here. And thank God today, people are not getting born again. Refusing this meta slavery that have been there for more than 800 years. Now, let we can talk about the reason why they want to make you feel guilty. Yeah, you don't think now what they were right to what do. They'll use fear on you. Exactly what this very homophobe, this Joseph or give on Larry, we want to you can me not supporting in on Lele. That's what they use. These three kids they use fear, they use guilt, they use indictment. Is what they use to hold our people for 800 years. But we are here, we are neutralizing it. But there was a sense why after Moses have allowed, after Pharaoh have allowed children of Israel to go, he tend to run after them. Now our liberation or sending, just watch out. Now I've read this part one because some of the major tools the palace have been using to enslave the people for more than 800 years is fear, guilt, and indictment. I hereby declare His Excellency Godwin Obaseki meet and greet as a movement. That one was done yesterday. Finally, His Excellency Godwin Obaseki have agreed that he has a fight with a Doili. That one is certain. This one is for Obaseki. As you embark on the journey to liberate your people, may the God of our ancestors empower you. He said. Igabata base, ibatai, obawa semeu, weno dimayi, zimabawe kuhimi amaye, amanya waya wese. As Pharaoh intend to push further, after God has shown a lot of sign to him, he said, no, when he look around, nobody to tell me what talk again, nobody we are going to use as a slave again. He ordered all the chariots in Egypt, the highest chariot. They ran after Moses. Today, as it was scripted, as many of you that want to start running after us, even when we are due for liberation. Oh, Saloba Ligibo our ancient spirit and ancient father, I command all the forces no ikbinani dune, all the muduhueme. I will win and over him and I will I will say me give ya. All of you, in our home, Your father is out there fighting. Then what are you doing? Then one alien. Let them who stole you the egg. It showed that yeah, you are doing something good. Don't you see? Recently, my pictures were someone drew my attention to this one homo bug in Austria that they pasted. And I said, "We no more can. No me will be oi." Now you want to keep on submitting evil. As many that stand for the truth, he said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." As many that stand for the truth today, I stand at the oracle of God Almighty and Amy do in general, and the God of the universe, that none of you stand for the truth. He said, the truth you know will set you free. Nobody is setting you free. Up to today, there are no proactive measure to secure a land they see they know they knew. Okuku amabola dianti. But all the land have been taken over. Children have been kidnapped every day by day. Both the state governor and the palace, they have nothing doing about it. Then if you speak, they indict you. Who fear the fear? Who sent? This tricky thing. Even your individual life, you don't fight and command. Or where Egbenana Mohon by the Govio go forward. Now this can't mean. As some family we call over to here, wage yo madie u sokin wuyi, umana jo one. As you are even going, you are Obaseki, thank God set up this in why I made liberation one. Why am I pay one? So that just the same way God told the children of Israel, he said, kill a ram and mark your doorstep with the blood. Anyone that stepped their leg there, being that Obaseki is there, you are purified. I know what I'm saying. When Obaseki was not in line with his ancestors, I also told you guys here. Now, his ancestors have accepted him. You have carried out the mission. Then what are you doing? Obaseki now a liberator. A lot of people not to understand my activities. Is it because it matters a book now? Oh, okay, okay, now. Not even already going in money. Most of you man what damn. I pray it shouldn't be too late. Obaseki were sent to go and liberate those people. He was not sent to come and govern. He forgot about the liberation in total honor with governor, but they have given him a second chance again, and we are going to assist him. In every struggle, there must be a leader. That was why Moses were given birth to. And I'm more fierce. It sounds very ridiculous. People have lived before Moses, but Moses in Ido, when Moses were born, that was when Pharaoh put a ban that any child born of the Hebrew, that to say the Israelite, must be by any male child. Do you know why it was like that? They found out that all the Israelites which they do today, they are very brilliant. That's why you cannot see any professor from this alien, apart from Professor Ankezo. Go see another tag of because all that face of Bani, I am one so it have been there. Now the Professor Atkins will take break loose. When they found out that now in the line of truth, name alongside with Obaseki. Go and tell people now he tag Ogyomba. Look at it, he's an Iduma. Ali is an Iduma. What was the offense Ali while he walked by and they called Ogyomba? A lot of you don't see have sense. I should come and tear your head and put sense inside. Would you go and think? Why is it that any person that speaks the truth, if the truth affects them, is not in their favor? They tag you Ogyomba. Who is supposed to be Ogyomba? What's up? The criteria of Ogyomba is supposed to be tell me what is wrong with what we are saying. Even the same Egwaism is affecting them. Look at all of them fighting for the same palace. So what the Egypt midget who sold his soul to the devil long time ago. That's why sense of human ego. Check all of them fighting for the same palace. They are so violent. They always want to attack you. Because double what you are. If you are not ready to walk in the midst of the ridiculous, there's not going to be a miracle for you. A miracle wrong. So you have to act to what we are saying here. Our physical father is not here. Our physical mother is not here. We are going to father ourselves and mother ourselves by ourselves. But thank God, God have already assigned again the Okaloto of this very movement for our liberation, which is His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. A lot of people, Obaseki never knew on time that name I will retreat them. Obaseki reincarnated that Wawa is a wo. Mama I'll take Tokana. Mama no understand that is B. The movement don't already start since. Thank God you have realized. That was why they unleashed on him. I think I saw on Weather Vanguard this morning that in 2003, how Obaseki started paying all traditional rulers, started giving them their money directly. That Joseph, whatever Tana where Ebenezer, whatever. Okay, take one okay. I thought it's somebody I knew before. You had the right to say whatever you are saying. If I'm really a Mugu, it shall be well with you. But if I'm not a Mugu, you wait for the repercussion of your comments. The slavery we are wooing now. Your children will be used for adrenochrome in this very Europe. Here can't do the way of your way now. We are getting a way. Nonsense. Now to finish that story of Moses, on your DNA because we will do comparison. On your dead dwelling because they can't quote. Also, what by Ike Tamawe Bono boy. We know I have one. Yes, I give you reason on how it was scripted. I told you before now, our mission is biblical. If children of Israel, they thank him, they got their liberation, and God sent Moses. The Moses that God has sent to us. Osalo boy abi anavili yana do palo pe people like osagbovo yo yana do palo le Obaseki. Nege hemi yawo. But to the way so sagbovo yo a. Os yo ba no so hu wa gun. Where so sagbovo una de see am again. Did they advise the man on the right thing to do? Or what you buy is your boy. They did support him. 2023 here. 1.3 billion naira whatever. Obaseki muladian. For traditional rulers. Nigo Asiyambo. One year we need down here. Trying to also liberate the tradition. Where are the traditional rulers today? What are you people doing today? Una no one go na go forward because usegu wagbe one. But our time we must give our people the liberation. It took a man that was giving birth to go put her inside water. After Moses' mother have heard Moses for about 3 months. I can perceive about 3 months. Because during the time I had delivered Moses, that was when Pharaoh put a band that any major born of the Israelites must be by. Because they begin to see the Israelites that they have brain. There are professors here. There are engineers here. There are people that are technologically savvy. People like Pedro Obaseki were also there at that time. And Godwin was also there. And people like Uduhuemen was there, standing representing Newton today. From today, any major. And they were executing my children. When Moses' brother gave birth to Moses, after I might have hid Moses for about 3 months. Okay. Instead of them come keep this picking for my hand, me and your kukuman go put on for Isha River. Moses' mother went to go and buy basket. He called Miriam. Follow me to the stream. He went and put Moses inside the basket. This woman did not mind the shark. He did not mind the harmattan. He did not mind the sese. He did not mind the scorpion. He did not mind anything. He did not even mind whether Adolian will also see it. He kept Moses there. He told Miriam, watch over your brother. See what happens. Something puts Pharaoh's daughter out of the palace. They were having one of the best swimming pools at that time to go and wash herself in one local river. The Pharaoh's daughter called her meeting and said, okay, let's take a walk. As they were coming, then the Spirit of the Lord, the God of ancestors, began to pinch Moses. Moses started crying. That's why if you don't cry, your destiny helper will not have compassion on you. The reason why people like us have been vibrating, we want the God of our ancestors to realize on time. They were the same thing when the Israelites begin to feel the heat, that this pain is getting too much. It was scripted in that Exodus 3 verse 9. God later called Moses. After he flew away from the face of Pharaoh, he said, hear the cry of my children. How the Egyptians they are oppressing the Israelites. I sent you to go and meet Pharaoh. To cut the long story short from there, a lot of you have shared that story several times with that number. Then Moses started crying. Then he stumbled the capacity of Pharaoh's daughter. He said, a baby is crying. They go and fed that baby for me. When one of the Midian fetched up the baby to Pharaoh's daughter, he carried it. He said, this one are Hebrew. This are not the fan like this. He have passion on Moses. Then he called Mary and he said, this is your daughter. What are you doing? He said, go and call me a woman. I guess Moses' mother was described because that woman was so decent. Also, we were not be temata. Your children will be great in life. A time you go to come and start selecting people who will go to be prince and princess in the do land. Most of the social media presenters will be selected. Why some will be stoned to death? Then their family. We are keeping your record. Tell anybody, it will not. We are going to last. He said, it's expired already. It's expired already. Then Miriam went to go and also call her own mother. Or monotheistic passage. That's why it's just why it be no one. It was scripted. He said, anyone that lost his life for the sake of the gospel, such will gain it. Anyone that gain his life will lose it. For those of you that are trying to, I don't want me to come here, remember. Anytime your husband speaks, a lot of you today, where he moving on that from where you meet and put where you know the way. If you leave any man because he's fighting for the truth in a door to him, you are going to become a widow for your full life. If you lost your life for the sake of the gospel, he says, such will gain it. But anyone that gains his life, such will lose it. Except you to the Bible. Along the line, Moses' mother were called. Pharaoh's daughter used his hand to stretch his ear. Take care of this baby, I will pay you your wages. Not let anything happen to this baby. I will pay you your wages. So Pharaoh's daughter never knew that it was Moses' mother. Thank God for Mary and little girl. But the same Mary today of this age in those days, they are staying over. When my own door, Michael, you are where, Michael, the boy can invite you where we have been go. Look how people use that. I see all the homo buck fighting for the same palace. In my destiny. A man with the right sense cannot fight for what is wrong. That's what you call your conditional core value, where human being can be pied anyhow, where Okuku can be laid on, the full line of Belu, where your father that cannot protect you, instead of you to speak the truth for once is a problem, then you think you are normal. You are not a normal being. There is something wrong with your medulla oblongata. You are insane. Omagba. Or Agba, you cannot support this evil you are supporting. Then fighting the people that speak the truth. If that's what I don't know, where this matter too complicated. They support everything. Why is it that your father never wanted done anything that is wrong in your eye? That to say you are insane. AGRE wa lu everywhere. Asaka weken and so on and so say, is it every Obaseki policy I support? No. I don't support our Obaseki policy. I know when it's in line with what God, a manuscript in Arena Obaseki of women, of what and what he was supposed to do is with me. That's why I can tell you right from the one why I was hitting him. Don't do this. Or my water. Our father did not support this. I know the women and I they do have meeting together. I know they have meeting together. It's not a part of their plans. That's why I kick against it. Why is it that everything your father does is Uboriri? Because a good father, that's what a good father does. I grew up to meet my father, women who were facing. We are beginning to pray the same prayer for our children. I pray so what? I want so what? I mean one what? Or man beer when there was no digital, they but beer again. There should be difference. At least on my way never the baby with your own. You guys remain slaves for life. Even most of you went to church today, you will refuse to read that book of John 15 verse 15. As he was created, when Jesus Christ, we are not talking to the people. He said, you are no longer my servant, and I call you a friend. Because a servant knoweth not what the master doeth. Why TNE? How you were even promoted from being a slave before? Because already who ne palace in but you believe on Jesus, but you doesn't believe on activism. What is the difference between our activism and the one of Jesus? Why was Jesus Christ bad? He walked by because of the truth, according to the story. They say he called himself the king of the Jews, Agbe. Thank God for Pilate. His wife told him, he said, I'll be dreaming this man, he will remain as sin. This man not done anything. Pilate washed up his hand. He said, he won't bother. It was Herod that sentenced Jesus. But did he wake up or did not wake up? He woke up again. It's a good story. After 7 days, Pharaoh's daughter told Moses' mother. Then he was paying Moses' mother our pain. Because they never knew that they were raising up a child that go to end their shenanigans. Amigo never knew that a man may not have I'm going to bring down his evil. Or amigo yoko ya seti ona pay you with baba mau. Why I know that he wanted to defy me. Joseph, I flew through the window. He lay. Oshona kabo die. He erano migo erano beti erano mienson edemu etamu wana 2 times. Ono le meya yigo mo hona. You know they give me pocket money. So what you are going to become today, tomorrow they start fighting you today. Pharaoh's daughter never knew that they were raising up a man who is going to bring out their shenanigans. On the 7 days, naming ceremony, we get Nana her money. He told Moses' mother, nobody knew it was the daughter, the son of Moses' mother. Saying that Moses' mother now born Moses. Now only the carcass now know. Then that was called partition. Omonoka pa hin obore. Ona de gbe boy ade. And when Moses' mother was raising Moses' mother, that thing that God has said concerning you must come to pass. Don't always get it come to pass. That's why we're not biomo. Unagele neru no money say. No man is father's character. Most of you today, your children are useless because neru no imagine no be normally a government in Amio only they will collect children from the woman give to the man because the woman is useless. Only is such a person normal. But but Moses' mother raised up Moses, still praying. What God has said concerning you must come to pass. The 7th day, dear city, Tralo Hikoaki, Momoni, Bianeba, Enibuha. Pharaoh's daughter carried Moses, said, I name you Moses because I drew you out of the water. That's where the calamity started. A day came Moses said, okay, after I might have grown, he said, I want to go and check the burden of my people. He said, I want, because Moses were rescued from the water for a purpose. Moses. Some of the things that Moses confronted when he was a little baby, that was why God called him. When he confronted the Red Sea, he said, Moses, you have survived water before. You were submarine from the bed. This is another water before you are. He asked Moses, what is that in your hand? He said, a rod and stretch it. The sea obeyed. I command today with all the powers in heaven, inside the water on air. I pronounce calamity upon everyone that is holding us bound, not to get our freedom to collapse on your head. There is always a reference point. I spent almost 16 years on top of Mediterranean Sea. Don't you see? Come and back the way and back. Come and shout like this. And let me activate the graphene outside in your system. They use fear, they use guilt, and they use indictment. At the time you yield to this very thing, you are gone. Here we are coded destiny way.
Normally, nobody can code your destiny without your permission. Nobody normally can code your destiny. But it is when you permit them, by walking in fear. Instead of you to walk in fear, walk in faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, and evidence of things not seen. Although we have not seen it, we are believing. Who liberate the children of Israel out of captivity after 430 years. He's trying to liberate as many of his two children who are still in captivity for more than 800 years. It will liberate you tonight. That's why they pay to remember. In international scale, we neutralize it to the human function. That's why I've said it right time, that number. I was sure about deliberately supporting it. Then why are so come and see talk like this. All of them, they have one pace or the other. That's why as soon as you step your leg on that meet and greet in London today, I don't know can we work with any. I will even do with time neutralizing them. All what the enemy has meant for evil for you, God begin to turn it out for good. Don't walk in fear. Do not walk in fear. Walk in faith. You name Moses, because I drew you out of the water. Or we're here and put their mouth when I feet. Now, what gave Moses conviction? That despite he was custom of the palace, he was not really comfortable with it. Moses was even heir to the throne. Forgetting about the goodies when I treated, he have his own chariot, or man, Moses any woman told me a baker can run without rubber. Or one permission to point and kill. But I get this conviction that people like us also go. Nobody told me anything you want me do something. Nobody told me when you fight for liberation. I hate oppression naturally. That's why we are ready to give up our life for this freedom. We are not afraid. If I do look, I'm not a man that is encouraged by financial. Nobody found us so. Thank God for one of our mother goddess. He said anything, you understand? You have to speak energy to people. Don't expect people to speak energy to you. That is fuel my journey again. Okay, yeah. Then we are going today. Tell me why we forget such a mother. Why the rest of them were doing shenanigans. Power drunk. There are more love mother goddess today. They are out of the track. Because I do know. I know it all. He said God resisted the proud and giveth more grace to the humble. I'm a bishop of activism today. You can see by excellent that I know they give fake name. I know they give myself name and they work according to the other side. We are the mouthpiece in this very thing. But that does not mean I start misleading people. What God does not say, I will not say God say. Any person will curse here, curse. Because I don't want to see of the authority. A bonamula de 190 man. Go and look at this our brother in Germany. Oh, how we tell them how be and that they're not able. We're not able, you have to be righteous. And we are able but we a course in me now, now waiting to be back to sender. When immediately and amigo no wa go and we tell one young man. Your son. Because I don't want again we cannot use this homopog. For God to even use you. It takes the grace of God. For God to use your mind easy. It is not everybody God can use. There are persons who wanted to start. Therefore, by the wayside. It takes the grace of God for God to use you. Before God starts using you, endow you. I'm here, I'm not reading Bible. Even your pastor will pay off now. Oh, my own environment now. Let every Bible may quote in no one now. It's not Bible I'm quoting. Okay, we are not looking for fornication. How can an agreement between you and a girl and a boy is a sin? To repay if you are not senseless. How will such a thing be not hearing somewhere here? What fool is going to heaven? Oh, I know what you know. Committee sin. When you get AGRE, why from Bogba, you are from Owode, the other one from Eastern Central. Why lineage of then all I sin an agreement. Oh, if you are a critical thinker, you should know where there was a lot of things that was wrong. Imagine man wo ko ni if do or man commit a sin we ga you can come school they don't chop come belle go the worry rabbit. That's what they don't want us to do. Is your father carry go? I'm his enemy and so what? When on see we moaki and we mukie. Is it a problem? Okay, why are you still fighting? You have labeled people but why not go in peace? Allow them to do their meet and greet. You have already told them okay, they are not even coming to the palace again. No. They are saying, okay, we are not coming. They side in Amadi, we are on the side of the truth. Then why are you guys still furious about this very nonsense? There was a sense in that book of Joshua 24 verse 15. Joshua called all the children of Israel to call them. He said, choose who you are going to serve this day. Because no, I don't understand. Either you are there, you are there. If it please you that you serve the God on the land that you dwell, with the God of the Amorite. Because there's a God they met there. Remember, I told you in the very first, when we just started reviewing that book of Genesis chapter 15 verse 9, that very land was sown unto Abraham. That I'm going to give you this land for inheritance. Because the Amorite, but the senior committee might say, now, who told Moses about it? History were told to Moses that you belong to so and so place. And Moses also got the conviction from the inside. Despite the fact that it was treated well in the palace. Despite saying I'm down with the fool and he can no longer keep me for life again. I know when I'm to come to Nigeria. I know my boundary here abroad. I can even go to your party. I doesn't drink. Umi and poison. Weke so no me wado fear me yo wa fear me anything on legal me wo yan ka wu. E no which you so know that was so know that boy. Is a covenant already. That was why it was clear in that book of Exodus 4 verse 19. When Moses was afraid that if I go to Egypt now, they will kill me. God told Moses. He said the people that sought to kill you, they are dead. It's a covenant. It has been scripted. This is scripted. I don't even know where to start from. You can see I'm putting everything together because the time free. All is inside here. Study to show that self-approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Bring it on. Did the palace have such a vibrant and eloquent person like they defended them? Apart from also about value. Una see one terrorist this thing. They share on for Facebook now. One of their band, whether they were doing married or doing whatever. He want to shelege on fear ekeneneni yeho. He used to one of their leader or not turn on view on every wire you see belebo when supporting it down. He said the wicked will not go unpunished. It was Isaiah 48 verse 22. He said there shall be no peace for the wicked. Peace is all. Oh, Salobo ligi wonyanga. O kanga tometu walason or tometu wabava. Excepting what we are doing. Imagele soteroni. Otonedo. Abe utedu. So God must definitely give you a recommendation. Look at what you did before. You can do it again. Okay, now walk away that way. Which you are bringing forth today. You have to go and do calculation. God will fight your fight, you will your peace. It is very easy to say. Did you even know you have a fight? Now Obaseki know that he have a fight. You will see what God is going to start doing from today. All Amy do is activated. All Amy do is activated. And Obaseki I can't let before. I have no problem with the palace. I look at Obaseki. I laughed. Today I was not laughing in Spanish language. He gave a China, he gave a Hindu, he gave a Russia. Until yesterday, when he finally agreed that yes, he been out. Obaseki matter not to play politics. The man is not violent, but the key word is not turn vividly. The chairman of the even now we know who. A time you go to come, that statement Obaseki. You are everybody, all governor will go to him and seek counsel. It was ordained from heaven. I pray you didn't leave that grace again. A lot of you don't know. A lot of you don't know. All governor, a time will come. He's not going to be crowned at a Sama or whatever. All governor will always go to him and pay that homage. Because foundation the humanity lay, if they have allowed ASUE to continue, and ASUE will betray Obaseki, we have not know Edo State again. A plan Edo State, a Bante set, you to imagine you are building a house without a plan. Then another engineer came, and I intend to now have a plan of the house. Then your senior brother also came and drive away the engineer. On your son now. Edo State even planning it. They scattered everything. Okpewolo, because he seen Obaseki government as a area on Yahweh. Obaseki to one moment you to say, Okpewolo does not have where to start from. Because he can't do it. E government or shut it down. Oshomo power shut it down. IGS or shut it down. Everything shut down. Driving away now investors. How will the state develop? He wanted the citizen Mamuya and the so-called alien did not even know that the so-called government and the palace do not even meant well for them. If they meant well for you, by now you should be going to farm. Again, walk around back by you. We are not sure about what we are doing. We do baby run or have a kidnap or is that not a shame? May I not be a son to a father who does not care? Are they praying for you people? Do you do their prayer? Look at all of them, very frustrated. Their life is frustrated. Check them out to their esophagus. They are not a normal being. Why you midget on Ramekaya? A crowd in Oga Mudiani and Vegani, Boga Yeto, equivalent to Obaseki zone. What you get out? On a poor the Bologna. Around me go time where around me go a dead way. No, we are Clement. No, oh, a Bologna on a destiny. A merry on a poor. No, you now would not cado down the later. Why you call over? Am I welcome when you over one meeting? They welcomed you. Opportunity you had when you are relevant. You sold it out because of a muzzle of food. The same thing happened to Isaac in the book of Genesis 25. Read it from verse 20 there. Isaac ate the food. No man can know it. Also not die. He now become Esau who sow a birthright to his own brother. Or not can birthright to her by 5 minutes happiness. He bought the if I told you must even follow woman, the kind of woman who will man. On I arrive no man saw it. A destiny of a on I hear you Bologna. Go and look at his life today. It's not backing. These are man truthful. Tell me in immediate support today that truthful is the most frustrated alien today, very frustrated vagabond and an Australia wallaby. He's a sentimental knives. He's an ignoramus caliber. He's the chairman and the CEO of Homoborg. Very even so one of the person who get so that always trade by butter. I change the whole. He's a meter. Imagine, look at what support. He now become a freedom fighter. There was a man we protested together in Rome. We went to Brussels. I know they are protest. We went to Madrid embassy. Here, I also about take a one and oze. O ma megbe ya o. Azu we na case Obaseki. Awoke we did the wet toto. Maybe Obaseki at the total wet a total. You ema me. Una you born ya be destiny way. Or you again go the destiny again. He started haunting me. Oh, boy, Igo marry me. Igo man who go in here. Uke hula hori. Ulo hanadere ori. We no man maybe. 2 times elmo bug na pay you. Nemo ho gbe wagbon. So for those of you that when people give you offer, you take it. It's not an offer you take. There are some offer you take today. It's going to affect your future tomorrow. If I did that thing, man, the physical bully is going to give to me. Today I will not be here talking to you. Yes, Austin FC. We were in Berlin together. A crowd in one man, Obaseki man, no Siango. He was having it. Let me show you guys something. The award I was given, the award I was given in Berlin. Look at it here. You can see my name on it. You can see the row PRO Newton. This was what was given to me in Berlin by the good PFM that time. Over your same way area. This very award were given to me in Berlin. And then me am on a hand so your it scattered everything. You want to go more? I was the PRO then. My position was more higher than his own, but for not to lie. But it can't came me because I'm already doing away. Also, I'm already doing one go look show. But when you read Benin so, because again, the man ban a man. When he found out say no Bob, amen. Because he ain't what boy menona. I was in the body of Christ. Thank God for my ancestors. When I was even there, or anyway, that's why I doesn't believe in the too much blood. You know, for those of you, because it make you to be bloody. Persistently, I was doing my own thing, speaking the truth always. Look at the gift I was given. Look at it here. It's PFF. Look at it. People Freedom Movement. When I welcome Obaseki now, agricultural welcome Obaseki. Iriaga welcome Irano Betty Edegbe. Iriaga welcome man. No your boy am with Beriana. Who were lunatic going on for? Because when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. I was the only person that was genuine. The rest of them were doing hypocrisy. When I was Obaseki government, I was above where you are. It was above where you are was the one. Not there when we meet after was above where you have insulted Obaseki for many years. He compensated Emite with huge amount of money again because of those show. Where the same where's Osagbo one Emite today? I will betray no man. There are people who insulted Obaseki during 2020. We can't play again because who you are sure to me you are, Uma. Like me and me, are you is your sense normal? I can only support even when we were supporting Aswan. I said, okay, being out of the land of tracking, trying to say the truth again. Here we are here, no so again. Maybe trying to see what you can do. You know, at the time you are now working a higher frequency, you are living two-dimensional consciousness. We will shift to 3D. Then I now pronounce a word from my platform where any person that came after Iran, maybe I will come after that person. Ni again me cannot distract, no me cannot focus attention. He campaign for us one. He went back to his vomit again. You are surprised today I still have this very thing that were given to me in Berlin. All your useless uniform. I have to about 5 clothes with me. Now people are doing for meet and greet. All we're getting back at here. You couldn't metamorphose it to become a better thing. We might metamorphose because we ran who tell me we want. Me I move de do me so yana solemi do ohun. Odo ya we ye teku na do hit teku. Uselessly. I had the Christian freedom fighter. You are supposed to be one of the pioneers of this very struggle. Una de here ke na ke bu agbon we ye na ni. Look at your life today. What you are and so what? Wala me. Does that make them to revoke any person's passport? Does that make you, if you are 3 years proof is pay, you now put in at the way to do your back, then are you being one? A sultan of Sokoto enemy, a king of Spain enemy, a queen of England, former queen of England enemy, Mohammed Ben Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia enemy, Philippe VI, the king of Spain enemy. Emir of Kano enemy. Oni of Ife enemy. Why na me wakpa enemy here? Who one we tago man enemy. You are even enemy to yourself. Say na bomana mawa. They no mawuwa. Gather all of you together. Abat of power legminasis. Wamami way. Only abat of power legminasis. To the essence started giving a word. We don't have bomb be. Government supported, palace supported, wamami way. Because the God inside of him is greater than he that you feel. You are going to see the end of your life. Oh, we are a nebi. We can nebi here be. That's who we are able to veer accepting activism in my way for a personal selfish interest. Yeah, when where you go? Okay, I visited you and him at the Berlin airport. Yes, that should be true. I was giving this very thing in Berlin. I think it should be Berlin. I know we also went to Cologne that year, you know. Somebody asked a meeting in Paris, are you not doing this thing to build up your political career? Or we know. That's what he said. Honor the danger. A bon you do well. Go and look at Abba today. More celebrated than you all over the place. Abba to the lake mina. When I told you real one bat, don't leave him. Waiting more. That's what you told me. Are you still there? Where are your hotties before? No gonna support you. Let them come and talk again now. Also, where there are people that will live your life, they are unreplaceable. Mohian put an end to your shenanigans when they meet now. I know you very well. The same way Moses grew there in the palace of Pharaoh, you always bring it down. Mohian put an end to your shenanigans with the truth. When I pay your who, when I mean Samson, I be Samson. No, me who no one for. You were surprised 2 times. He turned it down. If I need the chibuzi, I know as I'll take get on. I be schoolboy. Ima ye dom we no we no ho gbo wagun. Oni say na uno ma. Uni go what's your manager go me? Vi Nigeria no we baba Johnson baba to domu to auto gbo wagun. No here we are we. Stupid idiot. Benane go. Egwa che we no benane. Ya che we no benane. We mag benane gbo e. I'm innocent of the poor citizen. Go and look at it now. A security personnel you claim. Fulani are everywhere. Okay, you are not bringing out ideas on how they can secure them. Or even as the APC can even, work with you. Then a security agency will get him. A position you do amuria wagon. A position where you physical. Why is he not seeing you? Why are you supporting violence? Do a gleam, do my so when you support, you can see here with all the support to fighting. This Joseph Ogehon, for evil saying I asked Tony, we don't support violence. The only way we are permitted is to use sophisticated language to express our grievance on how we feel. The same the children of Israel were doing. When God now gathered the momentum and the cry of the people, after Moses done his tent, when he came out one day, I want to go and look at the body of my people. He saw an Egyptian oppressing an Israelite. He cried out to Egyptian. He hid them under the sun because they were having the anointing. He ran from the face of Pharaoh. After 40 years, Nikon made the children of Israelite take for that captivity within day. God called Moses in the burning bush in Exodus 3 verse 9. He said, Mosano, you know, say that Tamara. He said, yeah. Yes, Daddy. We're looking around. He said, I'm sending you to go and meet Pharaoh. To let my people go. I've heard the cry of the children of the Israelites on how the Egyptian is oppressing them. Until you do something that will make God to have compassion on you, you cannot send a deliverer. That's why people like us. Why do I get mugu osage nesen? Osage when we yena. Osage when we yena. On your power, I think myself go more buggy now. Are you sure you are using your license to be saying this thing you are saying? He said, I'm trying to go and meet Pharaoh to let my people go. But he will try to give 1 or 2 excuses due to his afraid and all of that. He said, no, God, you know I do not speak fluently. He said, I will give you Aaron to be your spokesman. That's why anytime a person want to do an statement, maybe he need to appear to them again, face to face, then God will tell him, say, man, I've already strategized people that will speak for you. A person don't even need to talk. We are the one doing the talking. What Obaseki need to do to sign the executive order, which he have signed yesterday? He is the mediator. He is the Joshua. He is the Moses at the time. And Yaswema carry streaming out at all. Aswan was not even the choosing one to start with. God knows why everything turned like this. Aswan tell why he was not the template of our forefathers. But I know there was a sense why Aswan would have also been here waiting at the Zoni and Obaseki at the long run. They would have felt cause quarrel between Obaseki. Aswan would have been one way or the other, do the bid of the palace. But now, they've been another again. Any person that is coming tomorrow knows the problem of the people already. Nobody go be campaign tomorrow. Now we are one of them. Nobody follows you. We are here because you are one of them. God have already distinguished it right now. That is all demarcated already. I saw one Islam boy talking today. He said, Obaseki don't, whether Obaseki don't brainwash. No, I doesn't even make the statement, but something similar like that. I don't want to pull out on his head. But I know he was talking like that hey, it's Obaseki a court division in Edo. Not be Obaseki court division for Edo. Not be Obaseki. Not be Obaseki. People are tired of being a slave. People are tired of being a slave. That does it. Some slaves are already coming out already here. People are already tired of being a slave. Now. That'll be too long. For more than 800 years, nothing good that we can count off in that penny. Go and see monument everywhere in the UK. A monument of Pirate Door where this thing is sponsored by the palace. You know they. No one structure. All structure Obaseki built today. They don't want to continue anyone. This best. I guess you must be in Europe now. May your children be used for adrenochrome. May your children be used for adrenochrome. This thing you are supporting will consume you in a hurry. Don't shut to me on no open. You'll fight one day. Whatever you want. As many of you going to that London today, or maybe you before you come closer to where the people is, or salo by you will see anybody feeling. Because the same your father oh best enough. May your children be sold as slaves. May your children, your wife will be raped and be sold as slaves. You think we are joking here? Slim Joe Black, I think it was later I saw your comment the other day. I think I tried to, so you're not tired of being a slave in Spain, doing slave work in Benin City. I don't know what you mean. There's nothing like slave here. Our king respects us here. There's human right here. You people should go there and stay, You should go there and stay. So what you are supporting today will consume you and your generation. What you support today will consume you and your generation. So you are just happy when everyone is it not Asawana people? Don't you see Fulani that came? They want to come and invade them. Those people, they stood their ground. Tell me one mechanism today you guys have in place. You have created cuts in up and down. That's what they created for you people. They created cuts for you guys, for you to start buying yourself. You are very happy. They tell me violent you are tabania, a palace awamiona wa bononi wa gogoyi, wa peace talk. We are waiting for Donald Trump now to come and help us. What is your palace doing to help you? Put it in the comment section. Maybe Mama will support every good thing. If the palace has a proactive measure today, we will donate to make sure it works. But error now. Because you cannot really think rightly right now because you are dumb. How will you think rightly? Your great-great-grandfather was a slave. Your grandfather was a slave. Your own papa extended to you, and you are extending it to your children. Are you not insane? You were born and conceived with slavery sperm. So, or were gene, you see here, and people like best and this, whatever, you cannot be redeemed. You can do any matana. We are not telling you to stop being a slave. A slave is still going. You need money. You will still be there. People like this, best. And then what we were saying, Nigeria, that day they will need children exactly of your age of your children. You are Salian or Bomba. You think it's a joke, and it's going to happen. You are going to witness all this thing I'm telling you right now. So that next time you don't come. We are in war. Do my nan when we are in war. Oko no ko magina oko. Uwe etizian one. I'm not doing sago. All my whatever is verifiable. Go and verify it. You think we are doing sag here? Maybe you know ya go wagwan. Maybe you see. Maybe you know go wagwan. That you know me ya hinu way. I will use one of the hardest sophisticated word on you. You are Sally where we bona ya adrenochrome. A bad government in Orebo now. You were adrenochrome. Your children will be you because what you follow will determine what will follow you. As you choose to support evil, so evil will before you all the rest days of your life. Evil will before you all the rest days of your life. Useless set of people. I'm walking you. Etawebo mana ona be there. A king gets to enemy. Wakpa enemy. Look at all good head or enemy wa. I will listen to this good luck. This is Swagalicious native doctor. This one alien in whether I met there also this useless man in Germany. He called him and give him a lift close to about 100 people. Make it come, they call them Ogyomba. Now, what is the crime of these very people? The fool and that is raping your mothers in the farm. Those ones that are not Ogyomba. If you guys are not senseless. No person support the power today that have a soul. All of them, they are soulless. What does souls do? It make you to have empathy on people. You have some people who don't want to hear soul again, the devil. That will say, hey, give me sympathy in anybody. Because the people supporting the power, they are soulless. So that's why they can support any man of evil. And soulless people don't see anything wrong about what their leader, their mother, their father does. And having an do with social media, they don't see anything wrong. Go and look at your governor now. He talks anyhow. You don't see anything wrong with it because you are soulless. Must everybody be like you? Meanwhile, you are an homobug, a homo sapien. Go and look at the meaning of homobug. You already know human being. And you can never be classified as human. No benefit, no human being, no buwere. You've already chosen who you are. Now, what will be more than that? I quote a lot of scriptures here. Choose who you are going to serve. That was what Joshua asked the people. In that Joshua 24, verse 15, he said, choose who you are going to serve. Whether you are going to serve the God of which land that you dare, choose. Whether you are going to serve the God on the other side, choose. Whether you are going to serve the God which your forefathers served, choose. He said, as for him, he will serve the living God. Now, what is bad about it? I say, your father is not my father. Ali, the mortal inheritance. No, I cannot see more, but I'm not part of you guys. Share it among yourselves. Why you guys furious? Okay, what you guys know what you are doing. Extremely people give you joy. A lot of people say, Obaseki is Ogyomba. Have you ever heard him fight anybody one day? Now, what about if somebody denounce your father or do what? He's not my father. I know my ancestors. And my ancestors know me. God is saying, wait, it was people here, ship you the Bible. They cannot turn you to any better thing. Every day we don't give me. Only one we are turned to ship the Bible because you are also slaves in your palace. Why not also call yourself son of the palace, Dougal and big boy? You are supposed to call because they never allow you to call yourself sons. Only what you are permitted to call yourself is slaves. No promotion for you. A promotion run is that not something else? Even a master of no joke on the agony. Those in how you go on there. Okay, a uncle will go on there. Oh, again, okay, say your uncle will never address you as you go on there again. No, don't call me uncle. Call me your daddy. Or will not call me uncle again. Call me your daddy because he gave you promotion. He begin to see you now as a children. Now, the same paladin never saw your father, your great-great-grandfather as a son. They saw them as slave. They never saw your grandfather as a son. They saw them as slave. Even up to your father, Nosuhu, they never saw him as a son. They saw him as a slave. Then your father transferred the same nonsensical inheritance to you. They will not inherit, and you never try to walk out and call yourself, okay, I must be a son to this power, not a slave. Then you want to remain slave for life. You want to remain slave for life because it's not an inheritance, you know. It's a better inheritance to you. What does the Bible say? When Jesus Christ John 15:15. I no longer call you a servant. I now call you a friend, because a servant knoweth not what master doeth. Or where you are slave for life. Why the son of the palace not fighting for the palace? The real sons of the palace, they don't fight for the palace. I've never seen anybody open up a live video. Oh, okay, I'm from Egboba Nikere or Zoluano, for example. None of them, and none of these people are related to the past. The same people that were sold into slavery. Una de inherited. Everywhere beware, hoping where you might correct the emissions in the make. Because most of your fathers were not really having the freedom you have today. They were enslaved out of their will. But we are willfully put yourself into this very slavery. May our ancient spirit consume you. May all the Anunnakis and all the Nibirus. From today, they will torment you in your dreams. They will torment you in your dreams. Useless set of children. A Bible will work out your salvation with fear and with trembling. What is it? We win a promotion. Oh, why promotion? Your great-grandfather was a slave. Today you are a slave. As you want to endure people to be a slave, so calamity will keep on following you. In 2 minutes, I'll go from here so that I don't make it 1 hour 30 minutes. They support a man of evil. You are European, you are given freedom of speech. You are European, you are given residence, they give you unemployment benefit. You are central home, you cannot go to farm. What marry your name? Because you don't see anything wrong with it. Because you are a demon. Some demonios. Niguno no vale para nada. Un palazo de demonios. Why threaten you? So my batting. Go and look at the governor today. In collaboration with your palace. And they have brought down the respect, the little respect in Owame. Wapame kingdom. Very demonic set of people. The real children of the palace, they are enjoying. You are here suffering. The real son of the palace not kidnapping them. They don't kidnap them. The same you work behind emptily. Here they know behind 500,000, which is not to about 300 or something euros. You go on say the fool you moto ya Madrid dire. E we gbebu e wayi. Ufi ga gbon ye na wa bi hen ye gbe. Uwe manati e bo seri hen. Everyone whatever did the recourse. It is endowed by principalities and power, by demons in high places. Why from today, we keep on tormenting you and your life. So freedom will stripped away from your life. If not, calamity will keep on visiting you. They promote violence in everywhere. You think your comment can stop anything? Go ask the native doctor do it there. All of them don't tire. At times they use 20 million to carry the do from Indian. Go ask them. They not remove any person here. Obu wakpa na nyona no juju dey there. On again there where you guys do whatever thing that come from your mind. The God of justice is everywhere now. Who know why boy be there? No we kwe to yon ba you don't feel it pains today. Or sioba no su. Use like father like children. We will not allow you people to make society to be toxic. Please guys, for those of you that are good, goodness and mercy will follow you. As many that follow up the scripture, the same way was scripture in that John chapter 8 verse 32. He said, you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. As many that hearken to the word of truth, and a nation can never be built without truth. He said, righteousness exalts a nation, and sin is a reproach. As many of you that want a better society, goodness and mercy will follow you. As many that is fighting to make sure they silence us by any means at all. And they know what they are doing because there are people that are ignorant. I forgive the one that are ignorant. But the one that know who they have given money to, you want to make sure you keep on fighting us. Anything that around the world, that hand will wither. My little body her. We target the like what Benjamin Netanyahu said. He said the command. He said we look for their blue. We target it. My whatever. That's why you can see that difference because like most of you now you are just commenting out of curiosity sake. Because your father was one first slave or something. And you may not be, but there are people now going, why engineer you were paid? Where are here? My dear, you go waka lost. You are going to be a messenger without a message. Very tired. You need to say your name. You do say your. Our ancient father be say your. Mama Africa be say your. All the powers in the sea be say your. All the powers in the air be say your. All the powers in the mountain be say your. All the powers inside the ground. Our Father that lived before us will keep on tormenting you people. Very tired.